Gardening tomorrow, gardening tomorrow, tomorrow. Do your gardening in the morning, do your gardening at night. Dig and hack and plant and weed. Don't forget to cut the hedge. Gardening tomorrow.
Now today I'm going to be showing you how to cut a lawn. Now there's nothing to it now, although, well, it can be tricky now in some parts. Start it up. That's her now.
Now, you see, ever since the Irish invented gardening, way back there in the 30s, well, they used to cut the grass in wobbly lines, but it's only really since recent days there in around the 70s that they've been cutting it in the straight line. So, as you can see here now, I'm following that 70s technique of the straight line. Now, across the border in England, they would do a straight.
She struggles a bit up the hill there, but she's not too bad though.
So getting stripes is, well, that's an English thing. We don't do that over here now in Ireland at all. So it's very important to keep the steering wheel straight. In fact, you could lock that steering wheel down. You could screw her down with a couple of nuts and hope that she stays straight for you. So that's a brief history of gardening.
You have to turn her around and try and follow the line there now. No, as you can see.
Yes, well, there we go now. And you can see now that I've gotten some good straight lines there now, lads. Now, what we have to do now next is the cutting in. This is very important now.
Start her up.
Now, cutting in means you have to really concentrate now. Oh, there's no messing here now. So any of you amateurs might as well forget it now, you know. Or else watch this film very carefully, you know, because I really know what I'm at. Oh, want to make sure not to turn into a river if there's one close by as well, you know. Oh yeah. Full concentration, keeping your line in tight. Keep her in tight now, lads.
Now, how are you? Yeah, now the cutting in is going well now. You can probably see there's a technique that's involved, you know. You have to keep a good eye on your line, you know. That's the technique.
Sure, that's what I keep
coming up on the screen now.
I keep telling
just
them that.
Sort of a few things coming up on the screen just to go back over what we've covered now already, you know. But I think what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to empty the box. This is the box here now. That's another big job.
To fling the box there on top of a load of nettles like that, if you can find them, you know, get the nettles.
This dog is a great little grass catcher. Now the other thing you have to do is you have to put a stick. You put a stick down here like so. Just make sure that you get any grass out that's down there, you know. That's very important. That's vital. You know, it's part of the job. You'll see that that'll come up on the screen now as one of the instructions. So now the job is to just clean up around the back here. And another bit of grass for the dog. Then we need to get the box back on. Now you'll see this little button here. If the box is not attached properly, well then your machine won't work. That's also vital. Now what's also important is to have 2 golf balls sitting up here on top, making sure that you depress the switch. Start her up.
Okay, now we're off again, so it's just back to myself here. I'm in the studio now, and oh sure, I'm watching everything. Now, cutting in, lads. Remember, cutting in is very, very important. So keep the straight line now. Don't go off your line. That's it now. Lovely. Now you can see sometimes if you have a pruning device in your hand, you can cut the trees as you're going along as well, you know. And you can do a lovely job on the hedge if you have a hedge cutter.
I mean, the great beauty of doing this now as well is that, well, you get next year's silage out of it as well. I mean, this'll feed about 80 head of cattle now for the coming winter. Like that's the silage done now. I mean, if we come along here now, we'll see that there's a little bit of silage that's left over there from last year. But that's the main thing for that's why we do it, you know. I mean, we feed all the cattle on this now, and I'd have to show you the big job with the cattle now another time. Turf bags, although they were doing it for 25 cents in bags of those potato bags that you get in the supermarket. But that'll do us now. That'll see us through the winter, no bother. Now, we've had to lower down into a much lower gear now. We're taking it handy now on the cutting in. So remember, lower gear, right? Lower gear. There's the gear down there now. She's down into second now. You know? Oh yeah. You take it good and handy when you're doing the cutting in. Take it good and handy when you're... Anyway, so join us next time when we'll be looking at cattle and horses. Okay. Join us.
Gardening tomorrow, gardening tomorrow, tomorrow. Do your gardening in the morning, do your gardening at night. Dig and hack